moving on to our second question, for any business model, there's always risks. So, what are the risks of franchising as a growth strategy? And really, how can we mitigate those risks? So, maybe we'll turn this over to Ms. Tu first.
Thank you, Robert. From a legal perspective, I will say about the legal view on some risk on franchising and also some the way to mitigate these risks. Actually, for any franchisor come to any new market, they should understand and research about the local law. For example, there are certain countries in this Asia, they will require that if the foreign franchisor come to a new market, so they need to register the franchise with the local authority. For example, like China, Vietnam, Indonesia, or Malaysia. These are some kind of the country that request for registration franchise. Or maybe relating to the pre-disclosure requirement. There are many also countries require that the franchisor need to provide or disclose some document to the franchisee before they signing the franchise agreement or sell the franchise to the franchisee. There are some countries like Thailand, South Korea, Taiwan, or Vietnam require that you need to give some document to the franchisee first. And I also want to note another important thing in the franchise that franchisor also need to research or protect the trademark or IP rights in the new markets, because this is a way to protect the trademark, because the trademark or IP right is a very key factor to associate it with your franchise system. For example, like in Vietnam, if you want to register the franchise with the authority, recently in order to successfully obtain the franchise approval, you need to submit the trademark certificate to the authority. So this is some very key issue to mitigate the risk relating to franchise. That is comply with the local law and some other requirement for franchise. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So I guess the key point is while we're focused on the business model, we don't want to ignore the legal aspects of starting new business in a new country, right? Maybe Sean, anything to add on this particular topic?
Well, it's interesting, Robert. Every time we talk about franchising, one of the very first things that we discuss is the legal ramifications, right? And we can't stress enough how you need to get legal assistance as soon as possible from even IP trademark registrations before you actively go, seek franchisees, whether it's in your local market or whether it's in international markets. And I guess that's one of the things that Tilleke and Gibbins does extremely well because of their Southeast Asian presence in multiple countries there. And it's when you're franchising, basically what you're saying to people is, hey, look, I have a great business model that may make you some really good returns, but because we are collecting fees from you, we're going to have to share the profits with you, right? And I think that allows for some loss of control, from a store operation standpoint, from a branding, marketing standpoint. And you want to make sure that you have processes and procedures in place and even people in place to help mitigate some of the risk of the loss of control, right? From a brand reputation, maybe it's branding guidelines, marketing support to your franchisees. From a quality control perspective, they may mean, store visits, mystery shoppers, support with supply chain, ensuring the quality and standards are met. So a lot of these things can be mitigated, but probably the one thing that mitigates it all is finding the right franchisee. Because once you get that right franchisee, a lot of these things happen very normal. It's very standard, and it's very clear between franchisor and franchisee.
That last point, I saw a lot of people nodding their heads. So I think that's one of the most critical things is to find that right partnership, the right franchisee. So thanks, guys. I think that covers that particular question well.